Hello and welcome to Baldwin-Woodville High School for tonight's matchup between the hosting Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks and the visiting Osceola Chieftains in this Middle Border Conference matchup. My name is Jordan Lehman. I'm joined by the famous cameraman Zach Ambrose and owner and operator of Blackhawk TV, Jeremy Nygaard. How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm doing good. First night of quite a string of home events that we have, and we're starting it off with a really good Middle Border Conference matchup.
Yeah, one of the bigger games this gym's seen in quite a while as the undefeated Osceola Chieftains come in 10-0, overall 5-0 in the Middle Border Conference off of a monumental victory last night over Prescott, who was undefeated in conference, top 3 in the state in Division 3. Osceola also top 10 in the state in Division 3, coming in at number 10. Coming in to face our Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks, who at 4-1 now control their own destiny in the conference. After Prescott gets their first loss, if Baldwin-Woodville can take care of business tonight, they're right there vying for first place. And coming in this one, some big names from both sides, right? Obviously with Baldwin-Woodville, Eli Coonan, Colin Fritz, Sean Sommer, all tried and true players for this Blackhawks team. But for the visiting Osceola Chieftains, kind of starts and ends with Braden Bradway.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, coming into this year, everybody expected Osceola to be a team to watch. They finished the year last year really strong, beat us in the regular season, knocked off Jack Jenke and the Ellsworth Panthers in overtime in the playoffs, knocked off Prescott in the playoffs, and then lost to Central. But I don't know if anybody outside of Osceola expected them to be this good.
Right.
And that's what's fun. Braden Bradway is an all-conference player. He's going to be an all-conference player again. And I think if he can lead his team to a conference championship, there's no reason that he wouldn't be the favorite to be player of the year.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like you mentioned, this is a team that I expected to finish in the top half, but to see now that they're undefeated 10-0, and also taking care of business against Prescott in what I heard from our cameraman Zach Ambrose was a game that they actually handled really until the end, is definitely stunning. I was under the impression, coming off the last couple weeks of Prescott's results, that it would really be tough for any team in the Middle Border, with Baldwin-Woodville not being healthy, to compete with them or beat them, when they're playing their game. Obviously, Osceola last night they were able to hold Dallas Wallen under 20, kept Malmlov in check, coming off of, he had 40 in Prescott's gym against Baldwin-Woodville not too long ago. So super impressive win for them. But like you mentioned, last season they ended conference champ Prescott's season in the regionals with a win in Prescott. So this Osceola team has no reason to think that they're going to come out anything but victorious really in any game they play from here on out. They've been able to take care of business in the non-conference slate, and obviously now at 5-0 in the Middle Border, they're doing that really well in conference as well. Another player to watch, somebody that's shot up vertically,
right?
Carson Holman. Right? He's on the roster at 6'10", and when you talk about Baldwin-Woodville, it's, arguably their best player, most important player being Eli Coonan, who's right around 6'7". That'll be an interesting matchup to watch tonight.
Yeah, and I remember, seeing him now. I remember him from last year, not being as tall, but being tall. And so whenever you have a 6'10" guy at all, if he's capable of getting down, up and down the floor, he's going to present some issues with his length defensively. He's going to present some issues on the the boards too. The thing that I wonder about anyway is how does Osceola respond from beating Prescott?
Right.
There's the, like Zach said last night, the team's going to come in super confident.
Yep.
And they should, but playing a game like that, an emotional game probably, is taxing. Lucky for them it was a home game. But how do you respond from that? And then, looking even at it from the Prescott point of view, they're going to play, I believe, is it Luther tomorrow?
Right.
And Racine St. Kate's on Monday.
Right.
So they had, potentially maybe looking past Osceola. When you're, Osceola and Prescott are both within an hour for us, but they're not super close to each other, and they're playing completely different non-conference schedules. And Osceola plays a lot of the teams that are more north, and no slight on those teams, but that's just usually not as strong of an area.
Right.
Games are officiated a little bit differently, and we've even seen that in the Osceola gym. You pull officials from the north and you play a little bit different game.
Right.
But they were effectively able to slow down what Prescott does. You know, a team that scores over 80, and they didn't even sniff that last night.
Yep.
And teams do go into the Osceola gym and find it hard to sometimes shoot into that open end. But you know, I don't think. You know, I think if Vegas was setting a line on this after last night, it would be advantage Osceola. But I don't think the guys that are warming up in black down here lack any sort of confidence either.
No, absolutely not. Obviously, having to handle the adversity of not having their leader in Mason Werner, you know, coming off of a phenomenal fall at quarterback, and a lot of these players that are playing meaningful minutes for Coach Benoit were all playing this fall together. So having Mason not available is a huge hit and has been, but they've responded, Baldwin Woodville, with a winning record since he's gone down, and some tougher wins, some good wins. They took care of business last night on the road, and you know, I'm looking at this game matchup-wise, right? You probably start, if you're Coach Benoit, how do we take care of Braden Bradway? And I think there's some very, very good athletes on this Baldwin Woodville squad. There's no doubt about that. Multi-sport athletes, guys that excel in a lot of different areas. What, in your opinion, or in your mind, is going to be the strategy when it comes to inhibiting Bradway from getting, you know, north of 20 or even closer to 30?
Oh, I think, you know, having played for Coach Benoit, having coached with Coach Benoit, they sat in the locker room, you know, 15 minutes ago, and he writes the matchups down on the board, and I would bet money that he looked at Colin Fritz and said, "You're going to shut his water off."
Right.
Because that's the line that he likes to use, and that's the expectation that he has for Colin. Now, is Colin going to be able to do it by himself? He's not. But the thing that's so different than a lot of Blackhawk teams is when you have a 6'7" Eli behind you, when you have a 6'5" Sean lurking, when you have a 6'4" point guard that can potentially double you from the perimeter, there's going to be different things thrown at Bradway to slow him down. But the reality is, if you can stop the guys around him, it's going to be really hard for him to beat you by himself.
Right.
And so I think that's going to be something that the rest of the guys on the floor are going to have to take care of things. Colin's going to be fine. Bradway's going to get his. The issue that I could see us getting into trouble is if Colin picks up quick fouls, we don't have a great second answer for how to guard him.
Right.
There are certainly guys that are capable of defending him, but not anybody that you can just look at and say, you got him and you can do everything that Colin did. I think Colin is our best answer. Bradway's got length, and he's a quick kid. So that he presents a problem, and that's why he does average north of 20 a game.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. And looking at the conference at large, obviously Osceola was at home last night, able to knock out Prescott at home. Baldwin Woodville loses to Prescott on the road, so Baldwin Woodville still able to host Prescott, and having taken care of quite a few of the teams in this conference. Obviously BW, a tough win at St. Croix Central. It's always a really tough place to play, and that's a St. Croix Central team that's definitely outperforming what I thought they would be able to do. You know, winning this game, it really sets Baldwin Woodville up to control their own destiny, and that's all you really want as a coach, especially of a group like this that coming into the season, you know, conference championship implications were definitely on the line. So tonight, like I mentioned right off the bat, this is one of the bigger games this gym has seen in quite some time. You know, a Baldwin Woodville team that's vying for a conference championship, an Osceola team that literally is in the driver's seat. It's going to be a lot of fun. Back to the defensive side of things, Coach Benoit's employed a lot of zone this year, which is not. I mean, if you ask dozens of coaches from around this part of the state that know Coach Benoit, and you told them that maybe more than 50% of the time he's playing zone, they would say no, he's not. You know, it's just that's not what Coach Benoit does. Do you think that comes out a little bit here tonight, or do you think we start with some man, considering, you know, Eli, he's kind of made to match up with Holman, and, you know, like you mentioned with Colin Fritz, he's got everything it takes to at least inhibit Braden Bradway.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't know how good Osceola's guards are, and
Right.
that would be kind of the part that would help me determine what I'm going to do. As someone that played for Coach Benoit, I didn't like to play a lot of zone either. So in my mind, I don't go there. I know that's been what we've done primarily, um, and so I would assume that we'll see a fair amount of zone. I wonder how you guard Bradway in a zone, because if you lose him, it's 2 or 3 points.
Right.
And
Right.
so, against Prescott, we had to match against them, um, and so that's the thing. A good team's going to be able to do multiple things, and I would assume that we're going to see both man and zone. How we start out is not necessarily what we're going to do the most. You got to keep kids guessing, and but yeah, I would say a 3-2 is kind of what we've settled on now, and if we can do that effectively against Bradway, then maybe we'll see more of that tonight, and that would help alleviate the issues of having to match up with him individually. Um, I would like to put my guys out there and say, go match up and stick them.
Right. Yeah. So it's going to be exciting. We're about a minute and a half here from the opening ceremony, some of the national anthem introductions and things. So thanks again to all that are joining us now for tuning into Blackhawk TV. This is going to be a lot of fun. 10-0, Osceola, undefeated top 10 team in the state, coming into Baldwin Woodville High School to take on the Blackhawks. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you all here in a couple minutes. Alrighty, welcome back. Opening ceremony is over now for the starters. For the Osceola Chieftains, number 1, senior Aiden Steffen. Number 3, senior Dylan Saluski. Number 4, senior Braden Bradway. Number 22, junior Tegan Vibrock. And number 40, senior Carson Holman. The tip will go to the Chieftains. Starting for the Hawks, number 1, junior Colin Fritz. Number 2, sophomore Evan Clausen. Number 3, junior James Borkart. Number 32, senior Sean Bransomer. And finally, number 34, senior Eli Kunin.
So that's the opening in the 3-2. Bradway's on top. Not a lot of movement here from Osceola early, just a lot of passing. Bradway from about 30.
Deep 3 from Bradway to start it off. He averages over 20 a game. His first 3 come from 30. 3-0 Chieftains.
What's the best way to beat a zone?
Yeah, exactly. Shoot him out of it. Don't see that very often from that depth, but that's Braden Bradway for you. Osceola employing the man-to-man defense. Coach Tyler Olson in his second year, having won 12 of the last 13 going back to last season. Last time these two teams faced off was in Osceola last year. BW had won a ton of games in a row. Osceola knocked them off. Good look in the corner, Evan Clausen. No good from 3. Eli Kunin,
nice.
Big man, 2 more for the big man. He's the leading scorer for the Hawks all season. He's got our first 2, 2-3 Chieftains in the lead.
And not often has he given up size to whoever's guarding him, and he did it there and still out-rebounded him.
Great turnout in the West Gym here at Baldwin Woodville High School. Osceola patient with it like they were in their first possession. 3 senior guards for the Chieftains.
Oh, good cut.
Good look there off of a good cut. That's Steffen. He'll dribble it out. Tries to find Holman. Bradway thought about it again from deep.
He's too close that time.
Right. Holman, lob pass from Saluski's no good. Hawks will push. Saluski almost had the steal. Kunin back in the post. He's got 2 on him. He'll find Van Sommer in baseline 2. That's his favorite shot. No good. Offensive rebound once again. Borkart gets it. He'll have it knocked away. Evan Clausen will find that one. No whistle once again on a tough contest. Saluski will take it away for the Chieftains. Gets it to Steffen. Tough defensive possession. Tough offensive possession. That time down the court.
The one thing that if you don't blow your whistle early, games tend to get really rough.
Right.
And there was a couple opportunities, I think, there for a whistle that did not happen. So we'll see how that plays out as this game moves on.
Like you mentioned, not a lot of movement initially in this zone offense for the Chieftains. They're just trying to get a look where they can. 3-on-1 there. Hawks trying to come up with it. Saluski will get it down to Bradway in the post. He's going to go to work. He's going to walk before he gets the basket to go. BW forces a turnover. Clausen will signal in the offense. Here come the Blackhawks.
It's interesting that they don't cut a guy or move a guy, because defensively, if you're not forced to work, you can just stand around. That was a questionable call, but we're going to see a few of those tonight, I'm sure. Officiating is a hard gig. Say it almost every night.
Right. Fritz will get it into Clausen. Since Mason Warner's gone down, Clausen, the every night point guard for Coach Fenoy, he's done a really nice job, especially as a sophomore. First year in majority varsity minutes. Kunin going to work underneath, and he'll have an opportunity for an and one.
They got that foul on Vibrock, not Holman.
And one opportunities here. Blackhawk TV brought to you by Nick Pack at Packman's Concrete. You can reach Nick Pack at 612-804-522 for all your concrete needs. Sean someone fights for that offensive rebound, unable to get it off of the Kunin free throw miss, but Hawks with their first lead of the night, 4-3.
That's going to be a problem.
Holman underneath,
Ooh.
goes for the two-handed slam, unable to get his balance, and unable to finish. Colin Fritz will bring it up, gets it back to Kunin in the post. He'll find Sean Van Someren baseline, up to Clausen. Elbow 2, good. Nothing but net for the sophomore. One of the purest strokes you're going to be able to see, and that's a 3-point lead for the Hawks and a 30-second timeout from Coach Olson.
And that's going to give me an opportunity to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, CW Garage Door Distribution, Whitecap Financial Advisors, First Bank of Baldwin, Fenner & Jewelers, Phoenix Grill, Baldwin Lightstream, Nielsen's Foods, Hilltop Pizza Planet, Precision Truck Service, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Blackhawk Garage Door, Schaefer Financial Services, Culvers of Baldwin, Baldwin Greenhouse, St. Croix Garage Door, Wisconsin Credit Union, TMS Auto, Firehelm Langer, Western Wisconsin Health, Village Pharmacy, Pete's Construction, O'Connell Funeral Homes, Next Level Events by 22 Farms, Marco Septic, Flagship Ford, Independent Insurance Options with Charlotte Heimer, and Auto Appeal. Thank you to all of our Blackhawk TV sponsors. Good turnout on the gym, good turnout on online as well.
Yeah, really, really good Friday night for high school hoops. Into the middle part of January where things get really fun in high school basketball. Cleaning up a little spillage on the court here on the near side on the right part of your screen. Hawks up 6-3, 4 points so far for the senior Eli Kuhn, and a 2-point basket from the sophomore Evan Clausen.
Yeah, we talked about Holman's length, but right now on the boards it's been all Blackhawks.
Stefan once again will bring it up for the Chieftains. Lone contributor in the scoring column, still just Braden Bradway with a deep 3-point field goal. Holman underneath, no good on a quick left-handed layup attempt. Had good position, unable to finish. Fritz top of the key, quick trigger, no good off to the right. Good rebound there by Saluski. That's a quick transition 2 or 3 by Vibrock, and that'll go. Ties it up at 6.
What's interesting there, it's going to be funnier to me and you because Eli came back in transition and tried to contest that 3 from not real close.
Right.
If he just would have got a little bit further down and went vertical.
Right, exactly. Block the sight of the hoop, yep.
I don't remember who the player was for the Celtics, but there's a viral clip of him contesting threes by just jumping vertically at the lane line.
Yeah, a Brad Stevens coaching point. Hawks will work it into Fritz. Good position down in the post. He'll be patient. Pump fakes up for 2, 8-6. Hawks in the lead once again. Only one foul thus far through 5.5 minutes of play. Like you mentioned earlier, it's been a physical matchup. Slow to whistle have the officials been.
The spacing's fine for Osceola, but the action is just there isn't.
Yep, cumbersome at best, and that pass is knocked away as they're trying to get it in once again to Holman. Hawks get it up the court quickly. Kunin fighting for position down low. Van Someren will pull up for a quick 2. No good. Weak side rebound by Stefan. And we'll get a whistle on the junior Borkart and a couple subs for the Chieftains.
So what was that? Was that a call of James touching the ball when he was out of bounds?
Oh, it might have been, so no foul on James.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Junior Ethan Hall and junior Graydon Mork in the game for the Chieftains.
I believe both younger brothers of players that we coached against.
Right.
Hopefully they can inject some movement, some life into this Osceola offense.
Bradway, trigger left wing, good. He shot it twice from deep. He's seen 2 go, and that'll give the Chieftains their lead back, 9-8.
And I guess maybe you don't need to have a lot of life when you have Braden Bradway.
Exactly. It's a nice thing to have. This conference is loaded with talent. Offensive foul on Evan Clausen, his first. 3 field goal makes on the night for the Chieftains. 3 threes. 2 by Bradway, 1 by Vibrock. Bradway down to home, another one get intercepted by Fritz. Bats it to Clausen, who fired up to Borkart. Good position in the post by Van Someren. Quick return, quick make. Hawks back in the lead, 10-9.
It looks like we're trying to run some flex action there offensively, but didn't seem to ever really get into it.
Osceola 10-0 on the season, 5-0 in conference. Coming off of a huge win against Prescott. Corner 3, Vibrock, no good. Coonan will scoop up the rebound. Hawks at 4-1 in conference. Looking to take a share of the conference lead tonight. Tough drive there by Fritz.
That's a hard fall.
And he'll go to the free throw line. First free throw, no good. Senior Reese Guthrie, number 23, will check in for Borkart. Similar players, both long, both able to shoot from the perimeter. Like you've mentioned a couple times this season, Reese definitely some strength to his frame as well. Second free throw, good for Fritz. 2-point lead for the Hawks, 11-9.
Yeah, Reese is kind of that stretch 4. I view James more as a 2 or a 3.
Bradway, deep 3, no good for the first time tonight. Clausen will get the rebound. 9:50 and counting in this first half. Guthrie, good post look, good take. He'll get fouled, he's going to go to the free throw line.
Another one on Mork. I mean, interesting from the perspective of when Eli's touching the post, they're trying to get a double. Reese got that one on the block, and there was 3 guys around him. Made a good, strong move, got fouled.
Subs in for the Chieftains, number 5, junior Ashton Gross. Will give the junior Mork a break.
When you aggressively double and triple down the post, it says a little bit about how your coach views the other team's perimeter shooters.
Exactly. No good on both free throw attempts for Guthrie. 11-9 still to score here, almost halfway through the first half. This one's been back and forth. Bradway at the nail, 2 more points for the senior. Coach Benoit, hands on the head. Understands the more good looks Bradway gets, the worse tonight goes for the opposing team, and he's got 8 so far for the Chieftains.
And handled that one really, really nicely, moving inside too.
Coonan, good position down low. He's going to drop step, go up for 2, no call, no good. Good rebound there by Vibrock. He'll get it to Hall, and here come the Chieftains.
So the sub has moved Colin up now to the top.
Baseline 2, no good for Bradway. Another good look, though, for the senior. Averaging over 20 a game. Good job getting in the passing lane there by Gross. 30-second timeout, Coach Benoit.
Since 1935, Baldwin Greenhouse has been serving the Baldwin and surrounding area by offering the freshest flowers, plants, and gifts for any occasion. Some of the flowers and many of the plants are grown right on site. They'd love to help with anything you need. Give them a call at 715-684-2104 or visit online at baldwingreenhouse.com. The freshest ingredients we can get, cooked to your preferences and served in an atmosphere that welcomes you if you're in your best clothes or your oldest tea. We want you to come back to real food. Come to the Phoenix Grill. It's all here. Are you? Members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touchtone phone. Visit them at wisconsincu.org to learn more.
jersey night for the student section tonight. We've got a number 14 Whitnall jersey, which is Tyler Hero on the right-hand side. I'm not sure, but that's quite the grab. Ethan Fernandez checks in for the Hawks, number 22. He's a senior. Hall tries to take that one away from Coonan. A lot of change of possession down there. It'll stay with the Hawks.
It's jersey night on both sides, as a matter of fact.
It is. And we've got a blue colorway Hero jersey in the Osceola student section for Miami.
What happened here? I'm pretty sure that was...
It was initially called Baldwin Woodville ball. Osceola lined up to get it.
So I thought that was definitely off BW.
Tie game here, 11 apiece. And we've got a injury timeout by the official. Ethan Hall is going to step out. Back in starter Aiden Steffen, senior. Fritz Clausen and Coonan played the whole first half thus far. Good look underneath from Guthrie to Coonan. Hawks back in the lead, 13-11.
Flex isn't overly complicated, but it sure provides you with some good looks on occasion.
Yep, if you can anticipate that cutter coming across off of the screen, you can get some really good looks. Shout out to Hunter Clausen, one of our better passers in that offense. The older brother of Evan Clausen, Bradway, wing three, good. Once again, hands on the head for Coach Benoit as Bradway now with 11 of the Chieftains' 14. And as a coach, you see Bradway now, he's obviously a hot, good look there. Ferndenzer, he'll have it roll in, Hawks back in the lead. But if you see a guy like Bradway, obviously he's feeling it thus far, well above 50% from the field. Are there things that you can do within a zone to inhibit one guy's opportunities?
Yeah, and I mean, what the Hawks need to do is find him and get more body on him.
Doesn't find anything on that one.
He's going to try to move and cut like he did there, and it's not legal to quote bump cutters like it used to be, but you have to try to keep him off his line. And if he's moving freely from wing through the lane back to the wing like he did there, catching and shooting. I mean, obviously he didn't make that one, but those are looks that we can't handle or can't afford to give up.
Right. Last attempt, Bradway off center. Unable to get that one to go, but he's looked good from perimeter tonight. Coonan using his strength. He's going to have that one knocked away by Steffen.
Good pass.
Bienendahl, good hustle, good pass. That one's going to get knocked away by Steffen on the block. Backboards it, essentially.
He blocked 2 shots on that possession.
What a defensive possession by the senior. Hawks back in the zone with the lead 15-14, 6:20 to go in this first half.
Yeah, the Chieftains offense looked better when Bradway was at the free throw line.
Hawks physical with anything inside the lane. Left wing three, no good. That's the junior Gross. Bienendahl, the backup point guard, will get it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A risky pass there by Fritz. BW lucky to have it back.
It's going to get Colin a break, I have a feeling.
Osceola student section doing their best on that far left side. Hawks patient with it. A little congestion there in the post.
Need to refine their spots here offensively.
Coonan's going to go to work. Nice hesitation, unable to get the reverse layup to go, but fakes one way, continues down the baseline. Really nice move by the senior. One of the premier players in the middle border this season.
Yeah, we're going to see another one of those next Friday, right? Carter
Right.
Wallen bringing his Warriors to town.
Absolutely. 50-point showing from the sophomore phenom from Amory earlier this season. And then Bradway, you say the word phenom and he's like, hey, excuse me, I'll take 3 more. He's got 14 of the Chieftains' 17.
He's like, don't talk about that kid that scored 50 against Grantsburg.
Right, exactly.
Talk about me who's putting 14 on you in the first 14 minutes.
Right. Really tough defense there, and he'll take it away. Will Gross. He loses it off his foot. His teammate's there to get it. That's number 21, Stuve.
Now I could see why some Osceola kids tend to stand. Oof. Catch and square. Kids, if you're watching and you get the ball at the post or at the nail against the zone, catch and square.
Yeah, that's where you see the basket and the opportunities around it. Holman will square this time. He'll find Bradway. Far corner. Good. It's the Braden Bradway half. 20-15 Chieftains in the lead. Hawks got to find an answer.
Whether we're cooking the perfect Butterburger to order or scooping up our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we work hard to ensure you will always leave happy. We know you have a lot to do and many options to choose from, so we appreciate when you take the time to visit Culver's of Baldwin. The market is changing. Take advantage of our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you through it. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410 of Timmerman Realtors for all your realty needs. Flagship Ford is your source for new and used Ford cars, trucks, SUVs, parts, service, and more in the Baldwin area. Our goal is to provide the best possible service to our customers and make sure your car buying experience is second to none. We are conveniently located at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin. Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar at 780 Cedar Street in Baldwin offers something for everyone. If you're interested in the competition and camaraderie of a team, come join one of the bowling leagues offering men, women, couples, seniors, and youth leagues that run from September through April. Reserve an open bowling time for families, friends, work, or birthday parties. When you get hungry or thirsty from all the bowling fun or while watching the big games on the mini big screen TVs, Striker Sports Bar is sure to satisfy. Check out our menu and weekly food and drink specials at StrikersLanes.com. Hey, so this is fun if you're a fan of Osceola.
Right.
If you're a fan of watching good basketball players play basketball.
Right.
This is not particularly fun if you're coaching against Braden Bradway.
No, it's not. I mean, he averages 20 on the year. He's at 17. So obviously, as a coach, in high-level coaching, it's not always about how you prepare your kids. It's how you adjust in-game. Something's got to be adjusted. Bradway's on pace for at least 34. He's got 17 in the first half. What are the Hawks going to do? It'll be interesting to see. Really good move there. Colin Fritz, he'll chip back away at that lead. Nice 2 from him, 17-20.
It should be Colin guarding Braden Bradway.
Right.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to shut his water off. Now Osceola's going to have to be forced to move because they're going to have to screen him. They're going to have to move. This game's going to turn up and pace a little bit. It's also going to get even more fun to watch.
Yep, Colin Fritz all over Bradway.
And Braden does what good basketball players do. You go make a screen and see if you can get someone to switch off on you.
Double screen there. Bradway will hit the deck. He tripped over his own player. All fair there. But like you mentioned, he's moving without the ball as a good player will.
Yeah.
One face guard Hall, right wing 3. Good board there by Clausen. Really good box out discipline against the large Holman. Hawks down 3.
And the thing that's going to happen is he's still going to get free. He's still going to get looks, but hopefully, that's a travel.
Yep,
hopefully he gets a little more tired. He's not getting tired standing open in his zone, right? But having to get himself free, having to run off screens, it's gonna hopefully empty his tank a little bit quicker. But good players know how to adjust.
So Hawks back to their starting 5. Borkhardt in, Clausen in, Kunin in, Fritzy, and Sean Van Someren. Only 4 fouls between the two teams.
That's a really well-designed play.
Yep. Bradway with a good pass gets a look. Another thing that I really applaud Bradway for is he's got a very calm demeanor about him. And when your best player, regardless if it's an air ball, regardless if he misses a run, I mean, when he's the same way all the time, it helps the guys around him. Really tough take there by Fritz. Once again, contact, but within the legal realm of play by the officials' discretion. Under 2 minutes to go. Low-scoring first half, but a very competitive one.
And I don't think any coaches really care if the whistle's quick or if the whistle's a little slow, as long as it's consistent.
Right.
And it's been very consistent tonight.
Exactly. Willing to let the athletes play the game. And Clausen will get tagged with one there as he's combating Bradway on the post. Only the second team foul for the Hawks this half.
But it is Evans' second as well.
And that's an important one considering he's one of our more dependable guards bringing the ball up the court. Oh, Holman, good look underneath. He'll finish for 2. First Chieftain other than Bradway to score in a long time.
Yeah, since Bebrock made the second basket of the game.
Fritz, good look underneath. Once again, a lot of contact, but Holman straight up. Bradway in transition. He looked for a transition opportunity. Long 3, he's going to get fouled, so he's going to shoot 3 free throws, and Fritz will pick up a foul.
When good players, in this case very, very good players, start to have things going their way a lot, it really opens up unlocks a whole new player.
And I don't know if he's hit the rim.
The ones that have gone in haven't. The one that he missed didn't. A couple of the other ones did though.
Exactly. That went off back iron a little bit, but in. Biggest lead at 7 of the night for the Chieftains, 24-17. Looking to finish the 3-point play with 3 free throws does Bradway.
And he's got 20.
He's got his average per game in the first half here at Baldwin Woodville High School.
Yeah, and for Baldwin Woodville fans that watched the Jordan Momlove 8 3-point performance last Saturday and watching Braden Bradway and his 5 threes so far, this is why you teach kids how to shoot.
Right. Good rebound there by Fritz. Love the aggression from Fritz in this first half. Hasn't had everything go his way. He's got the toughest matchup in the conference tonight defensively in guard Bradway. But he's playing his butt off, as Colin always does. Bradway will receive a ball screen. He'll get rid of it, top of the key to Steffen. He'll hold it for a little bit. He might hold it for the rest of the half here. 15 seconds to go. 6-point lead for the Chieftains.
Bradway should come get it. Yep.
He will.
And let him do his thing for
5 seconds to go. Deep 3. Just a couple inches short of nothing but net. Rebound will be secured by Coonan, and the first half will come to a close. 20 points from Braden Bradway of the 25 for the Chieftains as they lead 25-19. It'll be interesting to see what halftime adjustments take place here in the next 10 minutes. We're going to take a break. We'll see you in about 10 for the second half. Alrighty, welcome back to Bolton Woodville High School for the second half of this matchup between the Chieftains and the Blackhawks. 25-19 at the half. Chieftains in the lead after a back and forth physical first half of basketball. In the first half, Jeremy, Braden Bradway.
Yeah, I said before the game that Braden Bradway wasn't going to beat us single-handedly. He was going to get his, and you just had to control those around him. It turns out Braden Bradway may have heard that, took it to heart, and decided, at least through the first 18, he was going to just do it himself. He's outscored the Hawks all on his own and really done most of his damage. I mean, all but one two-pointer that he caught squared at the free throw line and knocked down. All of his other points have come because of the three-pointers. 5 makes, 1 foul on a 3, and 3 free throws. So he's been phenomenal for Osceola through 18 minutes.
Absolutely. And obviously not having the starting point guard, Mason Werner, due to injury, hurts when it comes to just viable bodies to defend him. And I wanted to mention it later in the half, but things just kind of got underway. But, you know, coming off of a sectional final appearance last year for the Hawks, big part of that team was the combination of Cam Thompson and Keegan Offsey.
Right.
2 guys that, if you talk about 10 of the best defenders in the program's history since Coach Benoit's been around, you've been around, Coach Jardines, they're in there. They're in the top 10. And when you talk about not having that option of just be able to place one of the 2 of them on a guy like Bradway, or like the other day with the action there on our end, but only less than a minute of game time gone by as Hawks have missed one. That goes between the legs of Fritz, finds Bradway. He'll connect for 2.
Yeah, we got back right on time for you to see the old unintentional 5-hole. And
yeah, can't draw that one up, but goes the Chieftains' way. 2 more for the star Bradway. Good look for Borkart. Long on that 3-point attempt. Holman skies over the top, but gets it knocked away. Fritz patient underneath, unable to finish. And he will pick up another foul as he tries to get it away from Saluski. Same starters for both teams coming into this second half.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We haven't had the internet breakage issue at all, and then we broadcast the wrestling meet earlier this week, and it happened. And I was hoping it was a one-time thing, and now I'm wondering if it's going to be an every-time thing. And if that happens, if we do go give you the spinning circle of death, just stay patient. I would back out of it and then give us a minute to reconnect, and then we'll be back live. So sorry about that interruption. Hopefully we remain uninterrupted for the rest of the game.
Tough defense in the full court there by Saluski. He'll pick up the foul. Clausen poised in the half court, bringing it up. Good look underneath to Fritz. Pump fake. Vibrock will get the block. Fritz still battling for it. He'll get it back again. He's going to go up again, and a foul will be committed on the junior Vibrock, who had a block during that sequence, but on the last attempt there by Fritz, picks up the foul. Colin looking to chip away at this Chieftain lead. First free throw, no good.
So 6 fouls in the first half, 3 fouls so far in the first 2 minutes of half number 2. Not that that's saying anything yet.
Both free throws no good, but who's there? Eli Kunin. He circles around, gets the rebound, and finishes the job. Hawks within 6.
Eli's got 8 points. I have him down for 5 rebounds as well. So Colin's going to run into screens repeatedly, but for being his size, he's a very, very physical kid. I think he doesn't mind getting screened. Wow.
Fade away 2 from Bradway. As pretty as it gets in high school basketball.
Undefendable.
circa LeBron James. Baseline fadeaway twos.
James did make a couple of threes last night. He's struggled from the perimeter a little bit this year, but I was hoping last night was kind of going to be the end of that slump. We've seen him miss one tonight.
Quick half hook there by Clausen, no good. Another story to follow in this game. Sean Van Stormen, the second leading scorer in the season for the Hawks, averages 12 plus. Really held under wraps. Baseline 2 hasn't gone for him as it likes to. Bradway, deep 3, he's going to get fouled, and it's going to bank in. It's going to bank in. The lead will go to double digits. Colin Fritz will pick up foul number 3, and Braden Bradway will have an opportunity to finish a 4-point play. Once again, facial expression unchanged.
Yeah.
This is what he does. In for the Hawks, junior number 20, Ryan Viandahl, and sophomore number 14, Gavin Weatherly. Sharpshooter in his own right, by all accounts.
So this to me is where, I mean, he's got 27. He's about to get 28. Guarding, well, I'll just say he's going to make it every time.
Right, you got to do the anticipatory.
So,
yep.
So 27, but I said at the beginning of the game, once Colin gets in foul trouble, if Colin gets in foul trouble, that's going to change things. And it doesn't matter who it is now. That guy is not going to be as confident to guard Bradway as Colin was. And really good players are like sharks, man. They smell the blood in the water.
Yep. Weatherly, corner 3. That's tipped by Vibrock. Nice save there by Mark. He'll get it back to Vibrock, who gets it to Hall. Really nice defensive possession from the Chieftains. Bradway, left wing 3, in and out. Good rebound there by Kunin. Plenty of time left in this one, but the Hawks got to get something going offensively and also got to find a solution for number 4 in Green.
And that happened so fast, I didn't even see who was guarding him. Was it Ethan?
I didn't see either. 3 bodies in the vicinity of Kunin. Nice find. Evan Clausen, corner 3. Good. Huge shot from the sophomore. Pulls it within 8. One possession at a time for the Hawks. Weatherly on Hall doing a nice job as a sophomore.
So it's Evan face guard now.
Evan's got the length, he's got the height, he's got the athleticism. Tough take by Vibrock. He'll finish through a lot of white. Lead back to double digits, 34-24 Chieftains.
Evan does have all those things as pros, but I can assure you that Bradway knows he's a 10th grader.
Right. Block from behind. Vibrock's block party continues.
It's the Vibrock block party.
He's really good at anticipating those shot selections and using his length for clean blocks tonight. Weatherly hits the deck. No good on the 3. Vibrock there. And the possession will go to Walden Woodville after that goes out of bounds.
So you know that drill you can do where you have like 3 guys that stay on defense, 3 guys stay on offense, and it's just
Yep.
Osceola's like, here's how we're going to play this. We're going to have 4 guys defend really, really well, and then Bradway's just going to score.
Yep.
And they're doing a really
and
good job.
You mentioned it, and there's Vibrock once again. You talk about guys that aren't going to show up in the box score in the conventional ways of scoring or assists, but Vibrock, easily top 3 most valuable player tonight for either team. Good cut there. He missed the second. Push on Holman. Good sportsmanship from the big young fellas. He just nods and goes, "Yeah, you're right. That was a push," to the ref. Good defense off the inbounds. Number 10, Braden Morg will take that one away. Really impressed, really, by the demeanor of from all the Chieftains tonight. And one of my good friends and a former coach in the district, Ty Ketz, would tell me something Brad Stevens used to say is the players will model their demeanor, their sportsmanship off of their head coaches. And you watch Tyler Olson coach, there's not a lot that changes in the way he handles himself regarding what's going on. Holman, nice offensive rebound, put back. He's just kind of steady as it goes, and the Chieftains are steady as it goes. They're up 13.
Yeah, sorry if we lost you again there momentarily. You missed a V-Brock free throw. That was the 1 point.
Offensive foul on Eli Coonan, working in the post. 13-point lead for the Chieftains, 10:27 to go. In the foul situation for the Hawks, Fritz has 3, but the likes of Van Someren got 3, Borkart. Nobody's in foul trouble, so an interesting method currently as things are getting close to desperation. 13-point lead, if that turns into 15 or 16, things get very hairy with almost a full half of the second half gone.
Bradway in the paint.
Bradway underneath of Evan Clausen's long arms, no good, but here do come Van Someren and Borkart. Interesting to see if he'll just, Coach Benoit will run the rest of the half with these two. Good send away there by Bradway on Ferndenser's layup attempt. The lead stays at 13, 39-26.
And Evan's done a fine job on Bradway, but at some point I think Collins got to come back in the game.
Hall, top of the key 3, nothing but net, and that is a huge shot for the Chieftains. We're going to have a timeout for Coach Benoit. 42-26, 16-point lead.
Precision Truck Service is a full-service heavy truck and trailer repair shop located in Baldwin and offering all types of general repair for heavy truck and trailer, diesel, mobile service, alignments, computer diagnostics, welding, fabrication, and sandblasting. As a Michelin heavy truck tire dealer, we offer best in pricing on Michelin, BFG, and Uniroyal tire brands, balancing, and installation. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 or stop in. We are located conveniently on the north side under the water tower. Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal intention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs.
And via Mark Miller on Twitter, halftime score between Prescott and Luther, a top 10 team in Division III. 38-31, Luther on top. Holman with the foul, his second. So a strategy here, if you're able to get Holman in foul trouble, obviously only with 2, but if you're able to continue to feed Coonan, there's not a ton other than V-Brock maybe on the Osceola team that can match up with Coonan, but Bradway will take that one away. Taking another opportunity away from the Hawks. Nice cut there, but good send away by Coonan. Moore got his way to the hoop. Foul there is called on Mork.
See, and this is the part where if you're going to call it a certain way in the first half, you got to call it the same way in the second half. And that was never a foul. We had 6 fouls in 18 minutes. The way these kids have changed isn't any different, and now we've had 9 fouls in 9 minutes.
In half the minutes, exactly. 16-point lead. We're halfway through the second half. We got about 9 minutes to go. Not a bigger 9 minutes of this season than these next 9 for the Blackhawks. Coonan thought about the top of the key. And Sean Van Someren in the lane for 3 seconds.
I got my backup network ready, so if we go off again next time, we're going to a different network.
Full court pressure applied by the Hawks. Back to the Hawks' unforced error there by the Chieftains.
V-Brock was definitely a football player, right?
Hope so. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we announced his name. That's Colin or
Fritz, no good on the 3-point attempt. V-Brock with the runner. Layup, no good. Van Someren flies to deny V-Brock. V-Brock hits the floor hard, so does Van Someren.
Good contest.
16-point lead. V-Brock looking to make it 17 or even 18 here. First free throw good for the junior. And this Osceola team, they've done what they came to do thus far, and they've shown that they do have an identity. I think you really said it nicely when you talked about it. They're going to play very, very sound defense. They're going to work really hard, and they know they've got a stud. And he's dependable. He averages 20 a game tonight, obviously well north of that. But they know exactly their recipe for success, and they've employed it to a T here tonight.
Yeah, and what's interesting is the game was close, and the game got kind of blown open when the supporting cast started to score.
Right.
And I think it started with a cut, a Bradway assist.
Exactly.
Yep. He gets his teammates involved.
Double dribble there on Moore. 16-point lead. Borkhardt able to get a putback on the other end. Hawks will force a turnover.
Did you ever coach against this guy for Osceola?
I did. He was a really, really, really fun guy to coach against. He was a C-team coach. I was a C-team coach. We had some really good battles. They had a really impressive C-team. We had a good team. Nice post move rather there by Coonan. 7:20 to go. 14-point lead. A lot of time, a lot of possessions yet to play. What the Hawks have done successfully in the last handful of minutes, they've kept Bradway under check. Evan Clausen done a phenomenal job. Bradway looking to get a shot. So Holman will get called for 3 seconds in the lane. So stops whatever way possible for the Hawks. They've been getting them in the last handful of minutes. Keeping Bradway under check, 14-point lead. They've got some time to come on back. Lob end of Coonan. Over the top comes V-Brock. That's going to be a foul.
It's his third.
Not going to shoot bonus free throws here, but every Osceola foul from here on out on the defensive end will result in Blackhawk free throws. Not that the Hawks have not been impressive from the stripe tonight, or really many of the nights that we've watched.
They're 1 for 6, 1 for 7 tonight.
But we'll give them free opportunities. Coonan fighting, just out of his reach from Fritz.
Osceola's the best defensive team I've seen this year.
Very impressive. And a lot of times, including last year, the team that we got to call, Baldwin Woodville, was the most impressive defensive team. Like you mentioned, though, Osceola, they know what they're doing. Coach Olson's put together a really nice plan, and they have executed it. Clausen's going to get a break after some very impressive minutes as he gets a well-deserved ovation from Blackhawk fans. Tempo's got to pick up here.
And that's just not a strength of our team.
Right. It's not something that they practice, not something that they usually implement. Nice pull up too, though, by Borkhardt. And we're going to get a full timeout. Coach Olson wants to settle things down for the Chieftains.
Nielsen's Foods has been serving communities since 1903. We offer full-service caribou coffee, bakery, deli, and meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunities, reinvesting in our stores, and serving in our communities. St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top-quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin, Woodville, Hudson, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. Finding health insurance can be complicated and time-consuming. Let Charlotte Heimer, an independent local agent who has specialized in finding healthcare benefits and resources, help your family and get the best coverage and lowest rates available. Call Charlotte at 715-781-1762 or Google Charlotte Heimer in Woodville. Precision Excavating Enterprises is a full-service excavating, grading, and trucking contractor located in Baldwin, offering all types of residential and commercial earth moving, septic systems, demolition, landscaping, driveways, and building sites. Our trucking division offers dump truck, grain hopper, and flatbed hauling services, sand, gravel, fill delivery, serving the Baldwin and surrounding western Wisconsin areas. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 for free estimates. We're going to do a little thumbs down press, I think is what Coach Benoit calls this.
Osceola will get it in to Stefan. Osceola has the original starters in here. Bradway in the post, fadeaway 2. No good. Guthrie, Holman will take it away from Guthrie. Holman will miss. Thought about making a move, he'll wait. Fritz down into the lane, that one's knocked away by Bradway.
They block a lot of shots, they steal a lot of passes.
They do. Osceola, one of the longer teams Baldwin Woodville's faced. V-Rock down the baseline, up for 2, really nice player, number 22 as for the Chieftains. Tough finish there. Closing on 5 minutes to play, 14-point lead. A lot of things got to go to the way of the Hawks last 5 minutes here.
Yeah, Tegan V-Rock's a problem.
Nice finish there by Kunin. He's got 14. Bradway all the way down. Oh, and a cheeky foul there.
So here's the thing. If the ball goes down, it's a block and it's clean. If the ball goes up, he had to hit something other than the ball.
Right.
Now I do have the. Can you bring this back for me?
First free throw good from Bradway.
Because I have a feeling we're going to get a really good look. Bring it back. And you all at home. Yeah, the action of the ball suggests that it wasn't all ball.
Second one good from Bradway.
29, I believe that is now.
I think so. He had a dry stretch there, but Chieftains up 14, 48-34. Beatendahl all the way to the rack. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line here for 2.
So it's our second made free throw of the night. Osceola 8 for 9. Baldwin Woodville 2 for 7. Want to welcome all the new viewers we have here.
Second free throw no good for Beatendahl. (48-35). Under 4:30 to play here. Bebrock thought about it from 3. He's going to attack the basket. And he'll get a charge called. Nice take there from Beatendahl. Really nice utility guard for the Hawks. Ryan's turned out to be this season.
Bebrock's got 4. He's a little springier than I think we realized too.
Absolutely.
Easy lift from him on the baseline there. And I think he's been assigned to Sean primarily, and that's probably why Sean hasn't scored a whole lot.
Van Stormen loses the pass, taken away by Vibrock, and he'll commit a foul, and Vibrock will come down for free throw opportunity in the bonus. For his free throw long, Vibrock will get his own rebound though. And if the first half was the Braden Bradway show, there's an argument to be made the second half. Number 22 for the Chieftains. He's done everything you can to help your team play the right way. He's defended well, rebounded well, blocked shots, scored when he has to. Bradway, pull up 2. Holman gets the rebound, tries to put it back, unable to, but he'll be fouled and go to the free throw line with 30:40 to play. Chieftains up 13.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that as these grades progressed, through middle school, that Tegan Vibrock was a dude for his grade.
High arcing shot, no good for Holman. Vibrock gets an ovation as he heads to take a break. Second free throw, no good. Fritz on the rebound. Hawks will push.
Now I don't have the numbers in front of me, but based on those 2 free throws, I would foul him on every touch.
Right. No good on the corner 3 is Clausen. Bradway will get the rebound. Gets it to Hall.
Eli's got 1 foul.
Bradway will lose it. Inbounds to Kunin. Bradway with the takeaway from the weak side on the inbounds, or the entry pass rather. Under 3 minutes to play. 10-0 Chieftains, top 10 in the state, undefeated in conference, looking to put away the Blackhawks on the road.
Yeah, they're not going to be 10th ranked next week.
No, they'll keep moving up.
Oh yeah.
As this one's getting close to call. Hawks offensively not able to get much going tonight, and the Chieftains have had just enough from the supporting cast, and they've had Braden Bradway doing Braden Bradway things as he continues to make his case as the most valuable player in this conference.
As Hall shoots these this one-on-one, I'm going to tell you all about Pizza Planet. If you need a place to stop after the game, look no further than Hilltop Pizza Planet, located at 2508 Highway 12 in Woodville. In a kitchen that stays open until closing time, they've got your cravings covered, whether it's a pizza, burger, or hoagie. What's even better, mention Blackhawk TV after any sporting event and get 20% off your entire bill. Sound too good to be true? Stop in today and get this deal before it's too late.
Hall makes the second, 50-35, Chieftains on top. Kunin going to work underneath the basket. Nice reverse layup by the big man. Hawks within 13. Borkart kicks that one away. And Bienendahl will quickly foul Hall. Cushman trying to keep this game going as long as he can, give his players an opportunity to battle back. First one no good for a Hall. Second one no good. Fritz will get the rebound. Just about 2 to go. Hawks need some offense. Fritz, top of the key three. Banks in. Still counts as 3. Hawks within 10, 40 to 50. Bradway gets at the Hall. Will they quickly foul? I think they might be trying to.
I'm not sure why. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know why Bradway doesn't just go get it.
And he will, and Klaus on a quickly foul, and Bradway missed a couple from the stripe tonight, but he's been pretty automatic.
5 for 6.
Or 1 from the stripe tonight. First one good for the senior. About a minute and a half to go. Second one good. 12-point lead for the Chieftains.
I don't know what Bradway's plans are for after high school, but there should be more basketball in it.
Right. Fritz to the rack for 2. Quick timeout. Coach Malloy, full timeout. Minute 22 to go. 10-point deficit.
Want to thank all of our sponsors here quickly. Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, CW Garage Door Distribution, Whitecap Financial Advisors, First Bank of Baldwin, Fenner and Jewelers, Phoenix Grill, Baldwin Lightstream, Nielsen's Foods, Hilltop Pizza Planet, Precision Truck Service, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Blackhawk Garage Doors, Schaefer Financial Services, Culvers of Baldwin, Baldwin Greenhouse, St. Croix Garage Door, Wisconsin Credit Union, TMS Auto, Firearm Langer, Western Wisconsin Health, Village Pharmacy, Pete's Construction, O'Connell Funeral Homes, Next Level Events by 22 Farms, Marco Septic, Flagship Ford, Independent Insurance Options with Charlotte Heimer, and Auto Appeal. Thank you all, sponsors, for making Blackhawk TV possible. So here we are.
Here we are, Osceola. Everything they've shown to be this season, they've shown to be tonight. Effective defensively. Braden Bradway, once again, for 2 consecutive nights, proving to be everything he has been expected to be. Tonight, over 30 points for the senior. Like I mentioned earlier, making his case for the most valuable player in this league, one of the better Division III basketball leagues in the state of Wisconsin. And Osceola, minute 22 away from a tough earned road win in the middle border. Bradway on the run. He's all by himself. Over the opposite shoulder that he thought it might come over, but he gets it. He's going to be trapped, and he's going to call, or Coach Olson rather, will call for the second timeout.
So great play call. The design, whenever you're running vertically, directly perpendicular from the guy that's throwing the ball, results in that happening, right? That's why you don't run vertical routes down the middle of the field in the football game.
Right.
I was hoping that they were just going to lead him ahead, and he was going to hammer dunk one and in front of his student section. Yeah. We've seen him do everything tonight. We've seen him make from 30.
Exactly.
We've seen him get fouled on threes. We've seen him hit fadeaways from the baseline. I don't know why you wouldn't just...
Cherry on top,
yeah.
Two-handed flush. A lot of dunks this year from middle border athletes.
And no V-Brock in the game, which...
Bradway will get it. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Got a chance to put up 33.
And Hall's going to get another opportunity here from the free throw line. And he will connect. Hawks will go down 15. And Warcart traveling violation.
I think the dogs maybe, have they been called off?
I believe so. No foul yet. Well, Kunin will commit one. He hits the deck. Hall's going to go back to the free throw line. Not a bad foul, as Hall less than 50% thus far from the stripe. First one good for the junior.
He's got 8 after making 5 late free throws.
Second one good. Hall take that one away from Fritz. And Coach Hall, Coach Fenoy, give the call not to foul, and the Chieftains will remain undefeated as their fans rise. Bradway will get it. Back to Hall. And that will do it. So thanks for joining us here at Blackhawk TV. Tough one tonight for the Hawks. Really impressive showing from the visiting Chieftains. Once again, thanks to all who joined us. We'll see you next time on Blackhawk TV.